Oh boy, we're doing this again. Are we live? Are we live? Should be working. Where's my game? It's not showing. Oh, there it is. What up, everybody? True Blue here, and we're back again with more Pokemon FireRed. I forgot to shave, so there's a bit of stubble today. There you go. That's all that's happened. Well, okay. Not true. My hands are absolutely torn up from work today. I have so many cuts. It's not even funny. Speaking of which, we do have cut. We're just gonna hop right into it, and we're going straight to Lieutenant Surge and doing the worst puzzle in Pokemon history. Oh my god, why did they think this was a good idea? So I'm just gonna, I always, when I go to Lieutenant Surge's gym, I just go straight for the trainers, because I'm gonna spend a good bit here trying to figure out everything. So I don't bother. I really don't bother. Oh yeah, Diglett. Yeah, maybe we don't open with the rat. Oh yeah, Thunderwave will work on everything but a ground type. Truly the dichotomy. But yeah, it's been good. I totally almost didn't take a nap like right before stream started. I'm a bit eepy. I'm a bit eepy today. But I have my chud son here with me, so that'll keep me awake. But yeah, not much has happened in the last 2 days. I do want to thank you guys because I released my Sonic video. And that has been doing phenomenal. I said it before and I'll say it again. Sonic consistently performs super well on my channel. I don't know what it is. I don't know why the Sonic fans just all pop out of the waterworks the second a new Sonic related thing is released, but they do. And it means a lot to me, so I want to thank you guys for that. It is weird though. It is weird. I just every time I do something, you'd think I do more Sonic with this information, but every time I do something Sonic related, I'm not really thinking oh, it's, you know, this is for the fans, this is their video, they're gonna go watch it and all that, but they just all immediately hop on that train. Again, I'm not complaining, it's just such an interesting thing to see. I'm not oh, magnitude 9, holy. Alright, that's dead Voltorb, that's for sure. And that being said, I believe today actually, Yoshi and was the Mysterious Book or something released? Sorry, I can't. After learning what the translated name apparently is in Japanese, I truly cannot, under any circumstance, call it by whatever the hell the American title is. Because the translated title is one of the funniest titles in gaming. It's like Yoshi and the Compendium of Unique Creatures or something, and I'm like, that is one of the funniest titles in gaming. I truly wish I was able to play Yoshi and the Mysterious oh, what is I have to look at this now. I have to look at this now because it's genuinely so funny. I'm not making this up. It's genuinely so funny. Side note, Twitter moving the likes, one of the worst things they've ever done. It's only on mobile too. Yeah, Yoshi the Compendium of Whimsical Creatures, genuinely top 10 gaming title. That's the only game I want to be playing. Yoshi and the, I already forgot what it's called. I don't know, it's so funny to me. I do want to pick it up. I know it's probably the smarter move to just go all digital nowadays because of the price. But I'd prefer to have Yoshi physical. Yoshi's a game that's a physical. That's a we get the physical release for this one. I might, God, it's so weird. It's I don't know how to feel about I can get games easier and digitally. They're cheaper, they're easier, you know, less to think about, honestly. But on the other side of that spectrum, I like physical media, and I like actually having games. I only have 4 Switch 2 boxes, and only no 3 of them are Switch. Oh, they're all Switch exclusive now that I look at it. I got Air Riders, Age of Imprisonment, Legends EA. Actually, no, that's Switch 2 edition. Yeah, that's not. And then Bonanza, because I have Mario Kart World, Pokopia all downloaded. Tomodachi Life, though, being a technical Switch 1 game, that is one I probably will get physically. I don't know. Also, we totally forgot to go to this part of the town. Totally didn't just remember that. The reason I'm going here is because I want to give Diglett a couple levels first before I go in and massacre Lieutenant Surge. This is the very important. Like, we gotta get this done. We have to we have to jump little Timmy and all of his friends on this route. We can also catch a few Pokemon. I want to say there's 1 Pokemon here that we don't have yet. Maybe 2 if my memory serves correct. I want to say just 1. Oh, and during last stream, for some reason I had the pop-up for a subscriber. It didn't look that good. So I switched it up a little. It should actually look different now. I apparently edited the wrong thing when I originally was making my like pop-ups. So that's why it just looks so basic, because it wasn't the edited one. So something cool should happen now. If someone subscribes, something cool should happen. And if you don't know, it should have text-to-speech show up on screen. Or text will show up, and then a text-to-speech bot will read it out as well. So that's all. I'm still fine-tuning that because I can't really test it like on stream proper without people subscribing and sending me money, which I feel bad asking. Be like, hey, I really just want to make my stream better. Do you mind just like doing something for, like, I don't know, that feels like so weird and like so kind of guilt trippy, because it's not like a typical like subscribe because you like my content. It's like subscribe because I need help desperately. I need help. I just feel bad about that, so I'm not but yeah, I would like to go further and make more things happen for more events, but this is YouTube and not Twitch, so I don't really know what else to do besides super chats and subscribers. I guess I actually know. I just don't have like an answer. I don't know. It's crazy the world we live in, how Twitch just exists as a platform sometimes. I feel like L and R are buttons that shouldn't be working right now, but every time I click them, they do something in this game, and it just pisses me off. I kind of think Doug Trio's like level 32 or something, so it's gonna be a while before we see a Diglett evolve. Epic Legend quest. I remembered. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like this Magneton having Sonic Boom. Speaking of which, I was gonna say, it's like, you'd think I transitioned this into Sonic, but this reminded me immediately of Smash Bros. And Street Fighter, Sonic Boom! The trend going around on Twitter of the Smash, like roster, like a new Smash roster, you're the designer, right? I've been seeing all of those, and I think it's really funny how many people, like, there's so much to argue about. It's Twitter, there's so much to argue about. But, like, it's so interesting to me where people kind of, like, draw the line. It's like, people are like, we gotta cut Jigglypuff. If this is, like, gaming all-stars, what the hell is this thing here for? We already have Pokemon, we have much more important Pokemon, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, I get that. But the amount of people that are like, we can't cut the OG 12, and I'm sitting here like, listen, I love playing Captain Falcon and Smash, but like, if we're talking gaming, I don't care for F-Zero. Look, I love Nintendo. I will always be gassing them up. I have tried so hard to get into F-Zero. I don't know what it is. I just don't think they're fun. Like, I've tried so hard. F-Zero 99 came out, I tried it. I've tried all of the ones that are on Switch Online services, and none of them clicked with me. I don't know what it is. Like, I just think they're not fun. They just aren't fun to me. And no hate to those who like F-Zero, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to be the guy sitting here, like, campaigning for the new F-Zero, because I just have never enjoyed the franchise outside of Captain Falcon and Smash. That is the only thing F-Zero related that I can say I like. Because I've never found one of the games that it just, like, I like. I don't know, it's weird. It's really weird because it's a Nintendo property, so you'd think I'd have, like, extra bias, which I kind of do, but most of the time, I feel more objective about gaming, and this was one of those cases. I don't know. So many franchises I like, so many franchises I don't like. One of them is just F-Zero. That's just the state of it. Could they improve it with, like, more modern, like, gaming mechanics, features? Maybe. I'm not saying it's entirely bad, right? I'm not gonna sit here and say it's good they killed off the franchise, because people still liked it for a reason, you know? There's still charm about it. I just haven't found it yet. You know, most games, I will say though, most games for me, it's kind of like, if I play it, it clicks, or I just don't care for it. There's no in between for me. I don't, like, learn to love a game. If I don't love it when I immediately start playing it, it's typically pretty hard for me to actually care for it. Like, I immediately fell in love with Pokemon back in the day when I first played it. I'm trying to think, what are some games I tried out recently I really loved? Well, Chibi Robo, that came out on Switch Online, and I was like, oh, I gotta play Chibi Robo. And I tried it out, and immediately I'm hooked. I'm like, I get it. This is a game. This is the game. And I understand why so many people were disappointed with Ziplash now, because that's just a different game. That's not... Bro has Chibi Robo as, like, a skin. Like, that is not the original. There's so much charm to that game. It's so much fun. And it's so peaceful and relaxing to me. It's one of those games where it's like, I could unwind with that, you know? I'm just chilling, I'm playing Chibi Robo, I'm just a little guy in a big man's world. And that's all I needed for a game, honestly. That's all I actually needed. It was such a fun experience. And all the, like, different... I don't want to say... I guess story routes is, like, the best way. But all, like, the somewhat optional content, and you can just explore and have fun. Like, I don't know. They nailed that game. It's so much fun. And it's pretty damn polished for the game, because I've heard so many things about the game being, like, glitchy, and I think that's more so because I've, like, heard about, like, speedruns, and speedrunners have found ways to destroy that game, as many games of that era. But, like, I think it holds up pretty damn well, even visually. I don't think that game looks bad, like, at all. And I guess we're talking GameCube now. I think GameCube's where you can start having the argument of a game's, like... I feel like before GameCube, you know, and excluding Sprite Work, like N64 era, right? Those games, I feel like it's a lot more... People are a lot more critical of, like, the visuals, because it's, like, the first steps of 3D. But, God, none of them look, like, good now, like, in our standards today. I think GameCube is where people started... Obviously, PlayStation with that, but... They started like being able to be like, okay, this game just holds up visually. It looks good today with our current standards. I think Chibi Robo fits that. Also, the random Chibi Robo alternate dimension rooms that absolutely made no sense and terrified me. One of the funniest things in the game to me. It's so funny. What is the purpose of them besides just being nightmare fuel? Like, I don't know. I truly don't know, and I think that's the best part. Mud Slap. I already have Magnitude and Dig. As much as I like the accuracy drop, Mud Slap's also such a weak ass move that I'm like, yeah, I can pass on that. Wow, that didn't take much grinding for you to catch up the bluer. That did not take much work. Okay. And Blue is almost level 26 too. I was gonna say, I remember Drowsy being in these patches of grass, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I remember being able to get Drowsy here. No interest in using it. I used it once for one of my playthroughs, and I had a Hypno. And as it's a good Pokemon to use, like, in the game. But he's just weird. Like, I like Drowsy. I think Drowsy's cool. He's a guy. He's weird, but he's a guy. Hypno? Nah. that's yikes. He just gives me all the wrong vibes, truly. And it's not because of, like, the shit the fandom said or made out of him. It's, like, his just design, his presence. It's the eyes. It's really the eyes for me. If Hypno had more, like, ovular or just rounder, bigger eyes, more cartoony eyes, maybe, I think he'd be a lot more, I guess, well-received. But he's a funny guy. I think Drowsy's fun, though. I like Drowsy. He's silly. I think it's, like, the brown pattern for me really works. He's just silly. He's based off a yokai, isn't he? Like, I guess not a yokai. It appears in Yokai Watch as Baku. But I don't think that's a yokai. That's a yokai. Sure. It's as much of a yokai as a hamburger, sure. That's a fun franchise, don't you agree? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of Gen 1 Pokemon, I feel like, they don't give me the wrong... Like, they don't look bad, they just give me the wrong vibe. I think it's also in part that most of these designs have been greatly altered over the years with evolutions, other forms, whatever, you know. I did that video, like, Definitive Generation 1, like, how I would design that, and the amount of Pokemon that would be added if they actually expanded the decks. Hell, even in this game, like, Eevee's missing evolutions, you can't get Crobat, Steelix, Scizor before post-game. You know, there's all of these things, like, they all should be here. Frankly, they all should be here. I'm glad that the other games, the other remakes got it right, and we're like, okay, we are gonna put all the evolutions, because we have them. They're in the game anyway. This is a time where we still had all the Pokemon in the game, so they were gonna be in the game regardless, so preventing you from getting them before post-game just sucked. I guess not even post-game, because I think it's National Dex, so you can still play this game without having access to anything past Gen 1. Which is crazy to think about. Imagine a game gatekeeping an entire... just everything. Gen 5 does... I guess Gen 5 pseudo counts. I don't know. I always found it was weird, but at the same time, I also think it's fun. God, it's such a... I know it's gonna be a hot take. I think it's so fun how Gen 5 went about having... Black and White, I mean, like, having all those old Pokemon be... You can get them in all the routes now. And the reason I say that is because the idea of just like, oh, you play the game, now you can go through it again and get all of these classic Pokemon, because we've only had new Pokemon up to this point. Do I have 30 Pokemon? Damn, 19! Yikes. Okay, we are missing a couple Pokemon. But yeah, I'm gonna... God, I remember Drowsy, maybe... There's no way Drowsy's version exclusive, right? Of all the Pokemon, why would Drowsy be version exclusive? So yeah, I guess we're missing a couple Pokemon. It's a kind of a shame. Kind of a shame. Oh, there he is! See, like, he's silly. He's silly. He doesn't give me, like, I'm gonna murder you vibes like Hypno. That's the difference. I was gonna say, I mean, I don't plan on using it, but I mean, I could also just have a Psychic type in the party, because Psychic's so good in this game. God, if you've ever wanted to play a game and have it be easy, you don't even need to do much. Just play this game with a Psychic Pokemon. Any Psychic Pokemon. Stab Psychic in this game goes dummy. Because there's nothing that can stop it. There's nothing that can stop it, offensively or defensively. It just works. It's like the biggest downside, but the best part of the Gen 1 games. If you're using a Psychic type, it's awesome. If you're not and still playing it, you're not doing something wrong, you're just suffering. You're just suffering. Alright, but now that we have that, I'm gonna heal up, and then we're gonna just wipe Lieutenant Surge. Like, I mean, this dude's gonna get cooked. I don't know, can we hit magnitude 10, 15 times in a row? We'll be fine, we'll be fine. Yeah, I don't... Oh yeah, prevents... I was gonna say, they don't have Volt Switch in this game. So I don't have to worry about them, like, going back and forth. Oh, you know, that wouldn't work anyway. He's a ground type. You can't touch Diglett with any of these Pokemon. Yeah, no, we're so fine. Lieutenant Surge, because of Diglett's Cave, gets super easy. Yet this puzzle doesn't make any fucking sense. Because it's randomly in a trash can. You have to find it randomly. There's a switch in a trash can. You randomly find it. After you find it, one of the adjacent ones will have it, or always check the top left. Never mind, that doesn't work anymore. But no, this isn't even a puzzle. This is just fucking stupid. I think we can all agree with that. That's not a hot take. Listen, any Gen 1er watching this, I think they can agree, no matter what you want to say, this puzzle sucks. And there's no defending it. Awesome. Second try. We take that. Hey kid, what do you think you're doing here? You won't live long in combat, not with your beauty power. I tell you, get electric Pokemon saved me during the war. They zapped my enemies... My enemies into paralysis. The same as I'll do to you. I know some people brought up the idea Legends Kanto, which, oh my god, more Kanto. But whatever the fuck the Pokemon War that Lieutenant Surge was in as a game, and I'm like, as cool as that would be, right, for like lore reasons, how does Pokemon get around that? Like, I feel like we're kind of we avoid the topic of like, how would Pokemon give that as a product to us in a meaningful way, because Pokemon's forever going to be trying to, you know, appeal to everyone. I don't think the game about war, in the war about the war, fighting in the war for whatever reason, like, that's a tough pill to swallow for, I think, for a lot of people. At the same time, I think it'd be really fun if it was kind of like how Legends Arceus had, like, Pokemon could enter the fight. If you incorporated that, but had it be like both sides, because it's an army fighting, that would be such insane battles and gameplay, but that'd be fun. I think like a combo of like, literally like Legends ZAA style, you take damage like Arceus, plus them jumping in and out, would go insane for a Pokemon game, like gameplay wise. I guess they could also go back to kind of turn-based, but I mean, like, I think in the war setting it would also make sense to just have it be like they go all out, like they're just swinging. Also, that I wasn't expecting that to happen. My backup plan: smaller rat. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. And you hit him! Oh my god, just hit him! Is every attack gonna miss this stupid thing? Oh my god, don't tell me we wipe here because of this Oh, okay. This is what we're doing now, huh? He's gonna go for an electric attack. You're an absolute bastard of a Raichu. Holy. Please. Bluer, live. Oh god, this is gonna hurt. Okay, please. But what if he gets greedy and double teams again? That, god, if maybe he didn't just hit double team and everything missed him for like 15 turns, we wouldn't... I wouldn't have to redo this fight. I don't think any of these guys can live. I think they all just wipe. Yeah. Literally a bird. So... Stupid. So stupid. If I just rolled a higher magnitude, like the first time, if I just rolled a higher magnitude, it'd be over. That whole team is so stupid. It's only funny when I do it. It's not funny when when the opponents do it. It's not funny when... It's only funny when I do it. I'm just gonna go back and do the same thing. If it's... That was just an RNG check. That wasn't even a strategy. That's just an RNG check. Wait. Is the gate closed now? Hold on. Don't tell me I have to do this stupid puzzle again. First off, it's already embarrassing that I lost because that was just complete bull RNG because everything missed. Oh, thank God. Okay, let's try this again. If we just keep hitting high magnitudes, I think we can win this. Whatever the hell happened, we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore that. Ugh, you know, I'm sitting up. Gamer stance. You're either with me or against me. What I thought. Alright, there's one. We just can't sustain too much damage, you know? God, if we go into Raichu full health? Pretty sure that's what happened last time anyway, and, you know, double team. Okay. Give me a 10. Give me a 10. Give me a 10. Of course. This is the lowest I've rolled with magnitude this whole playthrough so far, and of course it's when I'm fighting this fuck-ass Raichu that wants the double team. Okay, but like, what if you hit this time? Why the fuck did you roll 4 twice, dude? Oh, it's so over. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Bless up. Thank you, Diglett. Thank you, ELQ. Holy, that was dumb. The Thunder Badge cranks up your Pokemon speed. Also lets your Pokemon fly lightning quick anytime, kid. You're special, kid. Take this. And for our efforts, we have a move that's not Thunder Shock for Pikachu. Oh, it's beautiful. 60 base power. God, what is Thunder Shock? What power is... Yeah, I can't paralyze with this, but I can do damage. And that's what matters to me. Because, God, this thing, Thundershock has just been so not fun. Alright. So now that that's done, we're going to lead a bluer for a bit. Take this. A lot of berries from Meowth. I feel like we've mostly gotten berries so far. Usually I feel like I get a lot of nuggets. I don't know if I can get rare candies when Meowth is at this level, but if I can, I will take those. So we're gonna heal up, and then we're gonna go get a bike. We're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep storming through. I don't think I missed anything. There is one thing we have to do. There is one more thing we have to do first. Alright. Before we... No, I guess I should probably get the bike first. Okay. We're gonna go get the bike, and then we're gonna come back here because we gotta go for Diglett's cave, because I'm gonna show you guys how to get Flash. Where the fuck is the tunnel? What's up here? Did I not fight these guys? How did I avoid fighting them? My question. Okay then. I thought I'd wipe all the trainers here, but I guess I missed some. Sure. Oh, we can go for the rat. The rat can finish this. I will say, after looking at the sprites for this game for a while, I feel like Pikachu is kind of... You can still tell he's like chunky in this game. Because he's really gotten so much skinnier over the years. I mean, people, like many Pokemon fans, have pointed out before how much skinnier Pikachu's gotten over the years. As they refined the design slightly and tuned it. Which is weird, especially because, like, no other Pokemon has had redesigns, like, period. I think the closest we've gotten is Charizard, with its more modern model having a much more, like, anime-based face instead of, like, the standard, just, like, I guess, like, Sugimori art version. It's typically, like, Pokopia, Legends EA, Charizard now, Scarlet Violet as well. Charizard has a lot more, like, defined features. Blastoise and Venusaur too, but they're just a lot less noticeable, I think, because Charizard has such... I feel like it's just more line work. Blastoise is the most similar to the old model. Venusaur, you can tell, but I think it's like if you're not familiar with the model, it doesn't look that different. But as I stated way earlier, since we talked to the old man, who wants to talk about how he totally didn't fuck his Rapidash, we can get a bike. Oh, that's a bike voucher. Okay, here you go. And that's that. So now, if we take this and register it, anytime we press the select button, aka minus, we can go faster. Also, the way it's animated is very funny to me in this game because the whole time he's just shaking. He's just violently shaking, and I think that's funny. Now, as much as I want to just move forward with the game, we're going to backtrack just a little so we can get Flash. Because with Flash, Rock Tunnel's not going to suck ass. Or as much ass. Rock Tunnel's not good in any timeline, but it's like slightly better when you can see it. I guess it makes it worse because I have to pick up Flash. And I have to use Flash, which that alone, okay, maybe Rock Tunnel's not so bad without Flash. I don't know. I'm glad we as a society can agree Flash should have never been an HM, period. Everything else, it's like reasonable. At the very least, they're good moves. Like, Cut is kind of weak, but it's always like the first one you get, so it's pretty good for when you get it. And like, but everything else, like Strength, Surf, Rock Smash is the only one that's like really weak, but Fighting is one of those types where it's kind of like, at least, again, it's another early one, and I feel like a lot of Pokemon games, you really only have like one fighting option early on, if at all. So having access to at least a fighting move, I think could be pretty useful. But Rock Smash is super weak. That is, it's worse than Cut. Way worse than Cut. Like I've rocked Cut on a Pokemon, like playthrough moveset. Like I've rocked Cut. Like never removed, just like that's fine. Rock Smash, gone. That's a wasted slot. It's slightly better than Flash because at least it does damage. And again, the whole fighting type, I think, really is what carries it. But, one, it's called Rock Smash. I think Rock type also would work for it, but I do understand a lot of Pokemon necessarily wouldn't be able to learn it if that was the case, because they'd be like, oh, well, it's a Rock. It's a whole other thing. It's not, God, just annoying. Very few moves, I would say, are just genuinely bad, but Rock Smash and Flash are some of them. And I'm not going to say all of the, like, accuracy drop, evasion drop, attack drops are all bad moves, because they have their uses, but objectively speaking, you can find better options of every single one. There's none that is inherently, like, really good, like Tail Whip or something, because you can just find better ones. Abra from Mr. Mime. I don't have Abra on me, but that's... If you want Mr. Mime... I'm pretty sure that's the only place you can get Mr. Mime in the game, so you might have to trade it anyway. But there you go, there's that. And if we go down... Hi, remember me? One of the aids. I have 10 species. I'll give you a reward. HM05. And just like that, we have the worst move in the game. Now, I am not giving Flash to Pikachu, so I'm praying one of my other Pokemon can learn it. If not, we're gonna have to find one that can. Awesome. Sick. Meowth, you're now the Flash Man. There's also an Ether. And a Paralyze Heal. And we're back to the start of the game. This is like one of those things where I think it's a neat use of backtracking, because HM05 is optional. You don't necessarily need it, but it makes the game a lot easier if you do. Trade for Mr. Mime's neat, but it's also areas you can see when you first start out, and already at this point of the game, like, you're not even that far in the game, and you can already feel like the growth in yourself as a trainer. And you know, you have access to more things now with your HMs. You have way stronger Pokemon, so you can plow through any of these areas. Like, it's a fun, like, bit of, like, self-improvement and growth. Intentional or not, like, I think it's a neat design. The reward of it being Flash is not, you know, whatever. Like, I could care less, but I mean, hey, we take those. It'd be such a shame if I pulled a shiny Diglett now after I've already committed to one, because I'm not gonna sack off my boy. I can't sack him off for a shiny one. We won't find one. It's full odds. If we find by some miracle a random full odds, I'm probably gonna freak out on stream. I have pulled a full odd shiny before in my life. I have had a full odds. I was playing Pokemon Sapphire, OG Sapphire, on a GBA, and I was doing a bit of late game grinding, And I found a Zubat. I feel like a lot of people have a similar experience where it's like they were grinding in a cave or something, found a Pokemon that way, which is cool. I kind of wish it was a different Pokemon, but at the very least, I wish it was earlier in the game because I would have used it. You know, I've already got my full team. I'm literally setting up to beat the game. At this point, it's like, I don't have a use for this thing. I still have it somewhere in Pokemon Home. I don't know if I've evolved it or if it's still just Zubat, but I still have them. Not my first shiny, though. My first shiny was in Pokemon X and Y. I found a random shiny Sigilif. I was grinding up a Pokemon. I want to say it was like Ducklet, and I wanted to use on the team. I was leveling it up, and it was the area where Sigilif spawned, and I just so happened to find a shiny one. It was the first shiny. I still have it to this day. Funny enough, every time I've played X version specifically, I found a shiny. Because I played X, and I started it, but I didn't finish that playthrough. And when I started it the second time, like, God, I want to say it was like an hour in. It was not that long into the game. I was shiny Farfetch'd, which was pretty sick. And I have that too. I don't know what my luck is. Gen 6 era, my shiny luck goes dummy. And I never tried shiny hunting in those games either. I've told the story before, but I have a crap ton of Deoxys because I played through Omega Ruby 4 times. You know, once was my initial, and then I played through 3 separate times to get all the different Deoxys forms in Pokemon Home, like, separately, which took forever. But when I first booted up Omega Ruby to start these runs, because I was like, this is gonna be a while, right? I was like, pick a starter. I was like, I'll just pick Mudkip. I really like Mudkip. He's fun. Shiny. First try, I didn't reset. I didn't do nothing. I just booted up the game, got a shiny Mudkip, which was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It was the only Pokemon I used that run, and I still have that as well. All my shiny Pokemon I still have. But it was so magical. Because I remember that too. I was like really stressed. There was a lot going on. And I was like, unwind, play some Pokemon. And then I booted it up, and I was blessed with a shiny Mudkip. And frankly, Mudkip's a phenomenal Pokemon. I think all the Gen 3 starters are phenomenal Pokemon in their respective game. Like, I will say, like, if you play Sapphire with Torchic or Ruby with Trico, it's a bit harder. Specifically Sapphire, I feel like Trico has enough, like, speed and diversity in moveset to where a lot of, and they don't really use a lot of, like, they have fire types, but I feel like they don't really use a lot of fire moves. Trico can still get around a lot of that. Blaziken can as well, but it's a lot harder. Because I think the water types are just a lot better. I just think they have a lot better of a water selection in Gen 3. Partially because there's a lot of water Pokemon in that game. But like when you have a tank like Wailord, or something that can attack hard like Sharpedo and it's quick, you know, Blaziken, as fast as it is, there's just other Pokemon. And it's like, a lot of the Gen 3 water types are really good, so it can be a little difficult. But no, across the board, Mudkip's always a good choice. For one, Water Ground, great typing. Anything Team Magma, you can beat. Water doesn't, like, they can't damage it. And you, again, Mudkip can have a very diverse moveset. Honestly, put like Ice Beam on it. Put just a different move, different type. Keep like a good strong normal move or something. That'll take care of all those Aqua Grunts and like the gyms as well. First gym's Rock. Second one's Fighting. Mudkip's just good for that stuff. He really is just good for it. God, this fight is going fucking nowhere. Can I hit? Thank you. Especially by like the end of the game though. I think late game Blaziken's probably the better option. I wanna say. As much as I love Sceptile and Swampert as well, I do think Blaziken's probably the best for late game Gen 3. But both still have, you know, no one's bad, you know? I don't think any Pokemon is nearly as bad as in its own game as Chikorita. That truly is just, God, what an unfortunate fate for that thing. I don't know, Chikorita, man. I'm gonna die not a Chikorita hater. Just I will always shit on Chikorita because it's just not fun to play with Chikorita. And for all the people saying it's like, oh, but it's Mega though, and I'm like, you could not get me to care about Chikorita, especially when Totodile was always there to cuck that thing. Holy, Totodile, top tier. Cyndaquil, top tier. But then there's Chikorita, and I'm like, man, y'all fumbled that shit so hard. So few Pokemon that I'm like disappointed with. Chikorita up there on the disappointment factor. Because I know they can do better. I know they can do better. And again, Totodile and Cyndaquil, perfect examples. Those are such good Pokemon lines. Like, no complaints. Except with the Typhlosion's 3D model. That's a big complaint. But besides that, no, phenomenal. And I will say, Gen 4, I feel like all those Pokemon are really good, the starters. But Chimchar is like easily the best because you can't get fire. You just can't get fire elsewhere. and I know they pseudo fixed that problem in Platinum, but like, not enough. I don't know. I feel like it's still such a rough spot to be in. Okay. Obviously, Farfetch can learn Aerial Ace. But like, what if someone else could learn it? Why the fuck can Diglett learn Aerial Ace? Look, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense, but I'm just saying, what the fuck? Do I get rid of Dig? Nah, we'll get rid of Scratch. We'll get rid of Scratch. It's Scratch weak move, like, yeah. That's fine, that's fine. I want to say we can get something in this patch of grass that we're coming up on as well. Maybe, maybe not. Probably not, honestly. I feel like this is, after Lieutenant Surge, is where my memory becomes less clear and like what to do. Only because, as you'll soon see, just so much is going to open up so quickly. So then it becomes kind of like, oh, well, if you can do anything, it doesn't really matter as long as you just get it done. This fight always irked me, because it would have the Pokemon that's like weak to your starter. And it always was level 21, because that's how it's designed. And I just think it's funny, because it's like, I think you could evolve the starter. Alright, I think if you wanted to have this fight, you could have evolved it. Include the other one elsewhere. Like, I don't know. I know it's for like dex purposes, but it's just whatever. I don't really like this matchup, but that's whatever. Ooh, confusion. I forget Water Pulse does that. You'd think after last time where I got confused like 15 times, I'd remember something like this, but secondary effects of moves are one of those things where it's like, unless it's on my Pokemon and it's a signature move, I don't remember what the hell it is. Like, all these generic moves that, like, any Pokemon can learn, I'm like, sure, it does so-and-so thing under these conditions, or my chance. Most of the time, I'm not remembering that because they just don't come to my mind. Where's the Pokemon move tier list? Rock Smash and Flash, bottom tier. That's easy. Like, top tier moves. Like, every signature move. I don't think there's, like, a bad signature move that I can think of. If I can't think of it, it's probably bottom tier. like if I'm not thinking of a signature move right now, it's probably bottom tier. Hydrate, don't hit crime. Stop wasting my time, Beedrill. You're gonna die. You're not winning this. The rat will come for your life. Alright, this is a one-way trip, buddy. And there he goes. God, I wish bug types were better in this gen. It really took so long for bug types to be good. I feel like it wasn't until Generation 7 where we actually had, like, decent bugs. And I know there's Pokemon like Scizor and Heracross, you know, like, I get it. But I'm just saying, I feel like, even move-wise, even just, like, move-wise, I really feel like it wasn't until, like, Gen 7. Kind of, like, they locked in with the bugs. Arachnoid, you know what I mean. Golisopod, Vikavolt, like, those are guys. Listen, you don't make the evil team leader a bug specialist without having good bug types, and they delivered. Those are some good ass bugs. Other games have good bug types, you know. Hoenn introduced the Minikata and that line, and I think they're awesome. Ninja's kind of whatever. Ninja, the goat. He's funny. I mean, the Chun would kill him. He would die immediately, but, like, he's funny. See, now we're getting to the point of the game where I just don't remember the encounters. Also, just hope with the version exclusives, because at some point I'm like, oh, I can get this here. The more you know. It's probably a version exclusive. Like, I don't remember Ekans showing up so much when I played LeafGreen, but I'm pretty sure that's a version exclusive, so that might be why. I'll give it, like, another, like, 2 encounters. If not, I just want to progress with this game. I'm treating Rock Tunnel like a band-aid. I'm just gonna rip it off. I'm gonna blast through it. I don't want to be in Rock Tunnel any longer than I need to. I just want to get through it and get on to the next part of the game. Because once we do Rock Tunnel, we're kind of set. I feel like we're kind of done with the mandatory BS. There's still technically, like, the Seafoam Islands, but unless you want Articuno, you don't have to go there. It's one of the funny things about this game, how it's designed. You truly can just skip the whole bottom water routes, because you can just go back to Pallet and surf down instead, and you can reach Cinnabar so much quicker. Which I feel like most people do. Like, 9 times out of 10, if I see people play this game, that's what they do. Because it's like, hell, even if you look at the map, there's so much less distance to cover. Of course you're going to pick the smaller route. Why the hell would you choose to go the long way? Even if you get surf in the connecting town, it's still like, why wouldn't you just go the short way? And I know why it connects, to loop back, so then you could go to Giovanni and then the League, but it doesn't change the fact that you can also just go the other way, and it skips having to do all the BS. Do you find me? Oh, okay. I thought maybe he'd had something to say, but no, he still fights me. I don't know, I'm very excited just because we get the more we can open up, the more we can do, and I really want to just go to the Safari Zone, and I really want to go to the Game Corner. Because both involve a lot of luck. That's what I like, to gamble. It's not a problem if I don't admit to it. I'm pretty sure my Chud's son is like a cat where it learns off of me and does the things I do. So I'm like 99% sure if I threw a slot machine in front of him, bro would not walk away. And I do mean would not walk away. Bro's locked in. That machine, he ain't leaving till it's empty. It's the Chud way. Alright. I don't know what I was expecting. I was figuring like, oh man, this is gonna do a lot of damage, but I'm like, it's also Diglett. It is also Diglett. It's not some absolute powerhouse of a Pokemon. He is a Chud. He's Chud shaped. He's friend shaped. He's friendly Chud shaped. Sure. I just say things sometimes and I don't think about it after. Yeah, I got nothing. No, I got nothing after that. So, Pokemon. Truly, I don't know why I always dread this part of the game. I definitely don't dread it more than Team Rocket. Team Rocket always, and I mean always, bores me. Oh my god, they can't make that section. Nothing can make that section fun to me. I always hate doing Saffron City so much. Oh my god, I hate that part of the Kanto every day of the week. Like, I never want to touch that shit. But that's whatever. We're going to Celadon and we're going straight to the fucking Game Corner, if you ask me. That's the shit we do. Also, it's kind of interesting to think about the fact that Kanto's the only Pokedex that has like a numerically correct order, because this is just, you know, national Dex order, and Kanto's Dex is the same shit. So it's kind of funny to think about the fact that it's like, this is the only Pokedex where the numbers actually just like match. There's some dogs barking up a storm outside. Holy. I hope my mic isn't picking it up. They're pretty loud right now. It's 8 o'clock. I don't know why the hell they're yelling. You ever just hear dogs bark and sometimes you just get mad? Because I feel like sometimes when I hear like the neighbor's dogs bark, it's always the most inopportune times. Because 9 times out of 10, it's like I'm about to get ready to record. Like every time I'm like ready to record, I'm ready to sit down. At different times, mind you. It's like I don't have a consistent like this is the time and day I'm gonna record. It's like kind of whenever I just like have the vision of what I'm gonna record. 9 times out of 10, bro starts barking. And like I get it. Like I'm not mad at like the dog or like the people, they're the neighbors, you know, like that's nothing is really their fault. But it's kind of like, bro, any other day of the week, any other time, any other day of the week. Bullshit, the move is called Double Slap. Sorry, any move that has a specific number in the name, if it hits for more or less, I feel outraged. Triple Axle, I want to see 3 hits. You know what I mean? Double Slap, I want to see 2 hits. Alright? I am promised this. You've given me the illusion that I will be receiving this amount of hits. Give it to me. I will gladly take 2 hits of Double Slap if it kills me as long as it's 2. 3 or 1 or 4 at that? Nah. No siree. If it has something in the name, it gotta do the thing, right? You know, when I say rock tomb, I want to see rock. If I say blizzard, I want to see a blizzard. None of this other nonsense. All right, are you ready for the one actual use of flash in this game? I'm like 99% sure you never actually have to use it after rock tunnel. And don't worry, this is like a one-way trip. I don't think you ever actually have to come back into rock tunnel for anything for that matter. Ooh, Machop. I fuck with Machop. It's crazy how like all of like my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon are trade Evos, or they have some bullshit Evo. Like they're just so inconvenient. Trade Evos are the epitome of inconvenient in older Pokemon games, because if you didn't have like a sibling or a neighbor, or hell, just a different game, like a different console and a game, you just couldn't trade when you wanted to. And it's so annoying, especially if you're trying to complete a Pokedex. Back then, trying to complete a Pokedex was just, oh my god, I just didn't bother. Because it was like, no matter how far I'd go, I want to go in order. Because my brain just thinks it's easier. You know, I don't have to go back and forth. I just go down the list and make it nice and quick. But no, because I had to skip the trade Evos, because, you know, bro's busy that day. Bro's got plans that day. I call bullshit, he calls me and says he's busy, and I'm just mad. I just want my Machamp, I just want my Gengar, I want whatever the fuck you want to give me. I don't know. I feel like everyone agrees that trade Evos are just annoying. I guess I can... Do I add this to the bullshit Charizard stuff? Because Pokemaniacs wear a Charizard outfit? Pokemaniacs before did not have a Charizard outfit. That's like 100%. They didn't have a Charizard outfit. So do I add that to the bullshit, that Charizard treatment? Because I don't know if that counts. I don't know if I should count that. I'm gonna count it. There is no existent counter, but trust me, one day I will do a video about this fucking Nepo baby lizard that I hate with a burning passion. Will always pick Charizard. I'll always use Charizard in battle, but my god, do I just fucking hate its guts and branding and media. Like, okay, if all 3 Kanto starters were given the same level of attention and treatment, at least in their final stages, I wouldn't mind. But it's the fact that Charizard gets special treatment above Blastoise and Venusaur. That's what just bothers the fuck out of me. I mean, nothing proves it more than Smash Bros. Brawl to Smash 4, because they dropped Squirtle and Ivysaur for Charizard. They dropped those two. And well, I mean, like, I think solo Charizard was probably more fun. I don't know, Flare Blitz was such a fun addition, and then still having Rock Smash, like, those were awesome. But now we don't have that. I'll still take Flare Blitz over Rock Smash any day of the week, but I mean, I miss having it. Because Rock Smash was a funny move in Brawl. I never mained Pokemon Trainer, but like, when I first got Brawl, the only character I'd play with was Pokemon Trainer, like deadass. If I was in a fight, if I was doing something and I got to pick, I always went Pokemon Trainer. Charizard as well. Yeah. I like Squirtle. They have a fun dynamic in Smash, and I think Smash Ultimate really goes to show how well it can be done. Because Squirtle has the speed, Ivysaur has good attack power, Charizard can kill, but they can also really balance each other out with their hitboxes, their moves, their range. But I mean, like, at the same time, Charizard feels so redundant and Ultimate because I feel like Ivysaur can just cut. Ivysaur is just... Charizard hits harder, yes. Ivysaur can still get the kills if you can play the game. So, I don't know. Squirtle's always good, a safe bet, though. In, like, 99% of, like, standoffs, you know, you go Squirtle. As long as you're not at high percent, like, Squirtle's a good play. At least in my opinion. He's got nominal though. I'd beat your ass in Smash. Oh yeah. Cooked. Maybe one day I'll boot up Smash Bros again. It has been a while since I played it. Truly, I love the Smash series. It's such a fun game. I don't have a bad, like, opinion of Smash. It's just fun. I mean, just seeing all the different characters, people, you know, people have talked to stuff. Seeing all of these different characters interact in any form of media or setting is, that alone is just fun. Getting to play the game, and it's like a good game. Like, everything just works. And obviously, some parts of the series have their low moments. But, like, Ultimate, it's Ultimate. It just works. Everything just works. It's, like, such a good blend of casual and competitive when it comes to, like, the gameplay. As much as people want to hype up Melee, if you did not play that growing up, or like, I started with Brawl. I didn't play Melee when I was younger. I played Brawl. And then Smash 4. And it's easy to play those games and get into them. Melee is one of those where it's like, you want to get into the scene, you want to play competitive, and it's like not having that skill set, because it doesn't transfer. I think being good at Brawl can transfer to Smash 4 and etc. I think being good at Melee, you're good at Melee. You know what I mean? Like, you can play Melee to hell and back. I don't think you necessarily can play other Smash games and vice versa. I think it's like a separate skill set. Still fun though. Like, I still had fun playing Melee. I do own it. I still have a blast booting that up and playing it. It has such a charm to it. And I mean, Fox, Falcon, Jigglypuff are some of the most fun characters. Even if I can't play them the way I would like to play, because I don't have that level of skill yet, they're still so fun in that game. There's a reason they're top tier, and it's not just because they're busted, but they're just really fun. And it's really funny going back to older Smash games, because like Smash Ultimate, every recovery besides Littleback will shoot you up in the sky. You can always recover with most characters. But then, like Melee, Link, and DK, like, those are such perfect examples. You go nowhere with those. You do not recover with those characters, and it's just really funny. Especially because, like, I can't picture myself not going off stage as DK to try landing a dunk on someone, you know what I mean? Like, I'm always going for it as DK. I'm always committing. But the idea that it's like, you just die if you do that in Melee is crazy. You die either way, because you're probably fighting like a Fox or Falco, and they're just gonna send you to the blast zone if you try. Melee is such a game. I feel like a lot of people don't talk enough about its character roster, because it's fucking insane. Legitimately insane. Not for like gaming, like how like Ultimate or Smash 4 did, but insane because it was almost all clones. Dr. Mario, Young Link, Ganondorf technically, Roy back then was a clone. I'm trying to think. There's Pichu, you know, like, the fact that they're all clones, and like, at least in Melee, objectively, all the clones I want to say are worse than their originals. At least competitively. I mean, freaking Ganondorf's bottom tier. That's. But then so many other characters have similar attributes to them. Mario and Luigi, you have Fox and Falco. Falco's a clone, actually. It's a lot of things like that where it's like, okay, okay, sure, or whatever you want to say. And then Smash Ultimate, just like, these are totally original fighters. There's nothing even remotely close to them. The fact that Chrom is an Echo and other characters aren't, even though their movesets are like ripped one for one, boggles my mind. Just because Dr. Mario has a different down beat doesn't mean he's not just a clone. I'm sorry. Dr. Mario's not his own character. He's just Mario. He really is just Mario. Toon Link and Young Link. I don't care what the hell other properties the Links have. They're all the same shit. Literally same shit, different skin. Like, it's the same shit. And it goes double for freaking Young Link and Toon Link, who themselves are so damn similar. Like, compared to normal Link, it's one thing. But when you have both of them in the same game and you can compare them to each other, it's God, it's such a joke. They should have been, at least Toon Link, I think, should have been an Echo. I think Young Link's speed, plus the changes with Breath of the Wild, at least visually, and like the down B, having a fire arrows now, I think Young Link can warrant a separate position, just like Isabelle, compared to Villager. Because there's a lot of properties to it. There's a lot of properties. And I get that, like, Lucina's a clone, right? And that's a property-based thing. But there's a bit more to it. Toon Link, on the other hand, that should have been a clone of one of them. Toon Link, I don't think, necessarily deserves his own spot. He's just Link. Which is a shame, because everyone said it. Zelda cast, holy, they could get so much better treatment in Smash. As it stands, it is a sad showing for that franchise. As much fun as some of the characters can be to play, it's just, whew. And I know it's a hot take, but honestly, I don't think we need 3 Links. And here's an actual hot take. Fuck off with Breath of the Wild Link. Give me a classic Link. I hate having Breath of the Wild Link be the one represented. I get it's such a big game. But for fuck's sake, every Link is green with the same basic ass design and attributes. So why the fuck are we picking the one that's different? Man, if this is like a game that is like celebrating video game history, Nintendo history, modern Link ain't the way to go about it. You do the classic Link. My vote Skyward Sword, that's the one they typically use in all the branding. I know people like Twilight Princess because I was also in Smash 4 and Brawl. I think it should be Skyward Sword Link. Hot take, I guess. You can keep Young Link and Toon Link with that, but like, I'm just saying. Then again, if they were going to do 3 Links, I guess having the one that doesn't look like it's just a bigger version of the other 2 small ones also works. So, there's pros and cons, there's pros and cons. None are necessarily bad. It's funny because we have Dig right now, so we don't need an escape rope. Also, I was thinking we'd actually get like a interesting Pokemon. I guess the only new thing here is Machop. I thought there was more, but maybe I just don't remember. I don't know, every time I boot up Pokemon, any of the Red and Blue games, Rock Tunnel, last thing I'm thinking about. Promise you. The only thing worthwhile about it is Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Rock Tunnel. So this is where you get Charmander? Question mark. It's one of the caves. I don't think it's Mount Moon. That feels too early. Yeah, you don't need Protect. It's a casual playthrough. It's fun. Oh, this is a bomb. He so wants to blow up. I feel it. This is a bomb that has to get... Okay. We did not detonate the bomb. There are some Pokemon I'm terrified when I run into because I know, like, oh, they're gonna blow up. Graveler. Graveler's, literally a stick of dynamite as a Pokemon. Like, I don't know what else to say. Which is funny, because we keep running into Geodudes, and I'm like, I'm not scared. Pokemon Company would never make it the Geodude blow up. But Graveler? Bro wants to die. There's another explosion Pokemon that my brain groups in, but I can't think of it now. It's not Boldore. I know it's like the Gen 5 Geodude line, but it's like, I don't... That's not the explosion guy to me. There's like another Pokemon, but I can't remember now. I can't think of it. I feel like there's two Pokemon that I'm like, they always explode. Cannot think of the other Pokemon that's always exploding. Ooh, you love to see the flinch. I feel like most moves that have flinch, it's a very low rate. But when you hit the flinch, God, dude, do I feel good. And do I hate seeing the opponent get a flinch on me? It's the only one that it's like, it's just so unpredictable. Because I feel like the other ones, you kind of get like a heads up with the move. You know, you have all the animation and all that. It's kind of like, okay, clearly this could burn my Pokemon, right? A flinch sometimes, that shit just happens. That shit just happens sometimes, and it's like, fuck off. But it is funny. There's so many trainers and so many turns, and I don't fucking care. Rock Tunnel, base to shit, hate it. Maybe one day I'm gonna go through the effort of learning how to do Rock Tunnel blind at like the fastest route. Not to speedrun, but just because I don't want to do it. I literally want to turn off my brain and just get through this. I'm like so curious, would anyone be upset if I like... I'm not going to, but like what if like I ended stream after Surge? I was like in front of it. I like paused stream, I came back, I'm like, alright guys. I did this shit all off stream because guess what? Fucking nothing happened. I promise you nothing ever happened in Rock Tunnel. You know what happens? People return this game. People turn off the game. 9 times out of 10, people will speedrun this shit. Rock Tunnel is the cutting off point for the beginners. It's a skill check. It's a skill check. Your patience, your sanity, your dignity, all in Rock Tunnel. You got none of it, you gotta leave. And not the exit though, from the entrance. You're not allowed to see the other side. It's too scary on the other side. I hear there's it's ghosts. I hear there's ghosts and that people are gonna want to do bad things to themselves after hearing some funky beats coming from it. Where's Mr. Peabody hitting every single beat to Lavender Town's theme when you needed him? The amount of fucking edits I've seen of that song, and it's just random characters, and it's like, why does he hit every beat? And the amount of times I've seen a clip of the fucking dog from the Peabody and Sherman, that white dog that's like British, I think. God damn, I've seen that shit on my Twitter so many times in my life. It's what I associate with Lavender Town now, not even like the creepypasta shit. Like, my version of Lavender Town is just Peabody. Is he Sherman or is he... I think he's Sherman. No, no. Mr. Peabody's the dog. Sherman's the... whatever the fuck the other character is. Is there another... I don't... at some point too many movies released and I just couldn't. I can't care enough. You can't make me care about Mr. Peabody and Sherman no matter how hard you try. Sorry to anyone who likes that movie. Never met again. never met one. Never met one. I literally have zero opinion of this movie. I don't even know if I've seen it. You're definitely the type to fucking watch that shit like that. Alright. Sorry, I was shit talking my chud son. There's something funny about streaming and having this thing just in the background from now on. I'm gonna do this as often as I remember to. I think it's so funny having him here. Maybe every once in a while I'll put like Psyduck. You can see Psyduck, he's napping. You can see him napping in the reflection. But having the Chud just watching, just this thing, a monster. Alright, their shit's getting boring. It's time to open up the yaps. So, funny enough, since Tuesday, I don't saying relapsed makes it sound so much worse than it is, but I relapsed. I'm an absolute sucker for romance. You give me a movie and it's just boy meets girl. I'm sitting my ass down, I'm locked in. As much shit as I will give Hallmark movies for like the crap they produce, I sit down. I'm seated for those. You tell me there's a romance going on, even if it's the same goddamn plot structure in 99% of movies, except the time they said, what if it was about KFC? You know, I'm sad. I'm there, I'm watching. And then you give me the idea of a rom-com. I love comedy. I'm a funny guy, I'd like to think. Shut the fuck up. But that plus a romance, typically the subplot, like, or the main plot with like this emphasis on comedy and like the subplot going on. You know, will they, won't they? Oh, who's she gonna pick? Whatever the fucking case. Oh, I eat that shit up. I eat that shit up. You give me a romance, I'm locked in. My favorite movie of all time is Your Name. And if you want a goddamn tragedy, I can't even call that a romance movie. That shit is a tragedy to my heart. Nothing hurts more than watching that movie, and it's generally the most masterclass piece of cinema I've ever seen in my entire life. Nothing, and I mean nothing, can beat the emotions I feel watching that. Because not only is it just visually stunning and pretty, but the way the characters interact, the build-up, the suspense, the plot twist, every aspect of it, it's beautiful. It's cinema. Absolute cinema is Your Name. I love that movie. There's a reason I have a poster and I have a DVD. In the good old 26, I got a DVD. Because it's that good. And then, on the other hand, comedy. But going back to what I was saying before, I don't know, I was thinking a lot about it. About Your Name, actually. It's like sometimes, every once in a while, my brain is just like, man, that was just fucking... Since I've seen it, every couple months, I'm just like, randomly, my brain's just like, that was a fucking good movie. That channel was just a good movie. It's funny because I literally have posters, so like I see it every day, but it's like every once in a while my brain's just like, that was just like, you gotta watch that. That was just good. Like, you're not finding a better content in the world. I promise you, you're not telling me that there's not a better story than that. But I was just thinking about it, and YouTube algorithm shows me something I haven't watched in a while, and it's like a one-shot manga dub on YouTube, and they're specifically romance manga, and it's the most basic fucking premise every time. Boy, always always a male protagonist. I don't think I've ever once seen one of these manga dubs with a woman as the protagonist. Arguably funny, and it makes sense because they're all Japan. It makes sense coming from Japan, and it's a shame, but it is pretty funny. It's all dudes. It's all from a dude's perspective, and like I think the one time it was a woman, it was like the best one. So, but the sidetrack aside, I'm sidetracking on the sidetrack. I was like, oh man, I love romance, and I just like binge watched. I was on YouTube for a few hours for sure, just watching all of these manga dubs, and it's like, what's funny is it's like you can see like the gears turning, and like how the story's written in all of these fuck ass dubs, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them aren't like official like manga, but they just have the style. But 9 times out of 10, it's like, oh, I met this person, but oh no, there's a problem that must be resolved, and that's gonna be the whole focus of the drama moving forward, and it has nothing to do with the romance. Then it's resolved, and just like that, so is my complicated emotions and feelings. And it's like, alright, sure. And then sometimes there's other ones where it really is just all locked in on the romance. I was living. Before stream, actually, I was watching some. It's just, God, I can't get enough. It's like a constant, like, platter in front of my face, and I have to eat. I can't, I'm such a hopeless romantic. It's honestly embarrassing to admit this. I am so, just, oh, it's so good. It's so, like, I don't know how else to explain it. I just love seeing people happy. And the idea of like just this budding romance, and you get to see it form in this medium, and it's 9 times out of 10 it's rather down to earth. I actually had this conversation the other day. I was like, I love romance, but content wise, if it's toxic as shit, it's also way more entertaining, unfortunately. And it's like, yeah. Listen, you're telling me if you're watching any form of content, if it's like, if some people watch a lot of romance, they get it. Like, a toxic relationship makes for such better content, because it's like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, I saw one, and it was like, I was like, oh, I got my girlfriend, the girl of my dreams, but she turned out to be a yandere or some shit. And it's like, then it becomes the most toxic woman. And she's the most, like, controlling, insane, like, they crank up every possible negative factor of the character archetype. And it's like, I eat that shit up. It's like, I love you, but I don't. But I love you. Let's get married. But I'm scared. Let's get married. Like, God, nothing makes sense, and I love it. I mean, I did a whole video about my favorite romance anime, not like a movie, not a masterclass of cinema. Because, funny enough, I think with the exception of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, every single anime I've watched has either been a comedy or romance, or both. Yeah, I'm like 99% confident that everything I've watched has been those two genres. I've seen like isekais, but those are romance. I've seen like, I wouldn't necessarily like scary, but like I like try to be, still have like a comedy to it, you know? That's not inherently bad, it's just that's my taste, so that's what I go for. Quintuplets is a rom-com. I think it's a funny one. I think it has such good characters and writing. I love the characters, except Ichika. I saw like a Twitter thread the other day, it's like, Ichika slander's gotta stop, and I was like, do I respond and just say you're wrong? I don't care if she's your favorite, you're just objectively wrong, she's just a terrible human being, there's no redeeming her, holy shit. Can you tell I feel strongly about that? I think I could yap for days about the mountain. And I do mean a mountain of romance-based, like, anime and manga content I've consumed in my life. Just the other day, I don't typically read. Like, I'm not a big reader. But I saw one of those, like, dubs. And it wasn't finished. It wasn't, like, a full story. It was, like, here's, like, a chunk. You know, like, narrated over. And it was such a simple premise, but the way the characters interacted was just so real and relatable to me, and that I went out of my way to find it, like, online, like, with the title, like, where I can read it, and then I found, like, funny enough, it was only missing, like, the last volume, and in said volume, they get together, and I was like, oh my god, masterclass, it's beautiful. But I don't remember what it's called. That's a shame. But, like, the premise was, it's from a dude's perspective. Shocker. I swear, if I had a nickel for every time I read, like, a romance manga and it was from a dude's perspective, I'd have a lot of nickels. But he doesn't want to live, like, at home with his family, like, his mom remarried, and he doesn't fit in. He doesn't feel like he fits in. So he goes to this restaurant. By the way, here's the name raider if you want to re-nickname Pokemon, or whatever. Whatever, that's not important right now. And he goes to this restaurant all the time, and he has, like, some money, so he'll, like, buy a few things, whatever. But he notices, because he goes every day, you know, he's trying to avoid his family, that a girl's always there, like, typically around the same time, doing her own thing. And said girl goes to his school. He doesn't talk to her. He just knows of her because there's, like, rumors going around about her. She's, like, pseudo popular by that regard. But it's whatever. He doesn't care. He's, like, in his own world. He's just trying to, you know, enjoy himself, have some free time. And then one day they just, you know, just talk. Like, it's really not that crazy of a jump. It's like, okay, we see each other here for months, and then just one day they're just like, well, hey, I noticed, you know, you're here a lot. And then they find out that, like, they end up going there for similar reasons. They're both kind of trying to escape their family, try to find themselves, and they felt lonely because of that, but then they find each other. And it's so cute after that, because they really do just have, like, a lot of fun talks between the ongoing narrative of, like, why is the girl here? That's the main, like, conflict. It's like, why is she here? What's wrong? Why is she trying to, like, run away? And oh, it was so cute. It was so cute. And what was crazy to me, in the final volume, they don't even imply, they don't show anything, but they just have it. They make love. And I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen a manga just drop that. Like, they're just like, they did that, yeah. You see the afterglow, like, they did it. And the shock, really, like, the general shock I had reading that for the first time, because, like, I was just not expecting that. Because up until that point, it was pretty wholesome. There wasn't anything, like, fan service-y, or, like, besides, like, the main conflict being, I get it, definitely a soft spot for a lot of people. It'd be kind of, like, touchy subject. But besides that, I think overall it was, like, very tame. So going to the last chapter and they're just like, I love you so much, let's do it. Like, whoa, buddy. And I guess also it was just shocking because, like, I picture, like, hookup culture to be, like, a very American thing. But I mean, like, anywhere could be, people could hook up, but, like, that doesn't necessarily stop. I just feel like it's very, I'm not radicalized, that's not the word. It's very like widespread and talked about. Like, yes, people do that here, you know? Very openly. And that's not a bad thing by any means, but I'm surprised to see that in a manga from Japan, because I guess I don't associate those things, you know? And I guess it's not necessarily like a hookup, you know, they are dating. It's not like one and done, like, you know, they do it because they just genuinely like each other. But they're also like 19 or 20 in it. So they're on the younger side as well. Which is a shame. I wish there was more romance that were based on like adult lives, because I feel like there's just a lot more they could do with those. You know, you could have a lot higher stakes, but in a realistic setting compared to, you know, the common high school setting. Because, frankly, 9 times out of 10, the actual conflict in a lot of manga that are like high school based, not really a conflict. Like 9 times it's not a conflict. You know? And I guess that comes from someone who just went through high school, and it's kind of like, at least for me, it felt like kind of nothing. Now looking back, it's kind of like, well, none of that shit really mattered. Like, none of that shit really mattered. Like, any time I was like mad at someone, I was like, doesn't fucking matter in the slightest. Holy. Bluer can tank this. I'm not worried. Bluer can take this. But yeah, it's just funny to me, you know? But yeah, there was another one that it was a bit lewd. It was a bit like a little not safe for work. It wasn't inherently, but it was kind of like super dark, super touchy subjects. And the romance itself kind of was like, I could see they're clearly hinting at like a growing relationship, but the circumstances of their meeting, how they live together, I'm kind of just like, it's not like it felt like forced, but it felt almost kind of like they didn't have a choice at some point. Because at first the girl is introduced into the picture and she's just like so far gone. You know, she's been like tortured, abused. She's like this elf girl going through it. She like can't see with one eye. She can't like walk properly. Like, she is going through it. And then there's this dude who's like trying to help her, but like, again, she's been through it. So they try, and slowly but surely she gets better. They spend time together. They get to know each other, of course, because he's been taking care of her. And then it kind of flips where like she gets so much better, but then it starts affecting him in the way of like, other people are like, well, why do you have this elf? What are you doing? You know, and then it creates other conflicts and stuff. And it's like, I liked it for the tragedy and how far it went, because it really delved into a lot of like just topics I was like, whoa, I just wasn't expecting this, you know? A lot darker, a lot more mature. And I don't want to say it came at the cost of the story itself, because I still think it has a very pretty narrative, all things considered. But again, don't ask for names. Like, I can name you all of the things that I've like seen through my binging of all the different like manga dubs and random one-shots I've read and all that stuff, but I didn't tell you a single title. And I can't even blame myself for that, because 9 times out of 10, it's just a string of words. And I don't mean a sentence, it's a string of words. Shit is put together in such a way that it's like, what the fuck what is this title? I get that there's a lot of things, right? There's a lot of things that are released in the world. So, you know, you gotta make a unique title. But like a 50 word title ain't a title. That shit's a whole book at that point already. Like, I'm reading so much before I get into the book proper, you know what I mean? A lot of anime fall into that too, but it's manga. Anime comes from manga. You know, it's similar world. Did not think this was the conversation I'd be having today, but it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot sometimes. Before I move along, I want to say I can get Vulpix or Growlithe here. I don't remember which one was which version. But like the only like viable fire type right now, I think it's I would prefer Ninetales right now. I think Ninetales would be better for my like current team comp. But if I get an Arcanine, I get an Arcanine. I just like having a fire type on the squad. And like after this, my other options are like Ponyta, which I don't want to use a Rapidash. Or wait till Cinnabar to get Magmar. I guess I could do Flareon. But who the fuck wants to use Flareon? You know, I don't have... I was gonna say that's the only evolution I can use, actually, now that I think about it. Am I actually gonna get a Flareon? Hold up. I need to see what Flareon's Gen 3 learn set is first. If it has a shit learn set, I'm going Arcanine or Ninetales. But if Flareon has like a decent, like there's a couple moves to work with, then hold up. How I know it's pretty shit in this gen, but oh, that's fun. Wow, ooh, that's bad. I mean, it has TMs. Oh god. Damn. Like, I can give it Flamethrower and Bite. Can even learn Crunch? It can't even get Crunch. Oh wait, Crunch isn't in this gen, is it? If I TM the shit out of it, it's useful. Ugh. You know what? I let the coin flipper determine a lot of things for me. This is gonna be another. Heads we pass on Flareon. Tails we get Flareon. Okay, we're passing on the Flareon. So this, whatever fire type we encounter here will be our fire type. Unless it's another fucking Pidgey. It's not a rare, whatever the Pokemon is, it's not like a rare encounter, so it's gotta show up. Oh my god, there's just birds. I don't care. Please, just give me a fire type. Literally the next gym is the grass gym. I would love to have an option for the grass gym, because right now I'm rocking electric water at the ground. And two of those will not make it. So I'd love, and I truly do mean love, to have another thing. Alright, we're rocking an Arcanine. Do I make the mistake of evolving it now and just teaching it Flamethrower? With the game corner. Because I legitimately could sit, grind the game corner, and have Arcanine and just... What's its current... If it has, like, Bite or Takedown already, I think I'll evolve it. I might wait a bit, but... Growlithe. What should I name the Growlithe? If anyone's in chat, you can throw out a suggestion, or I'll just use your name. He's just a pupper. He's just a pupper. Like, I don't even think I need to explain that. He's a little pupper. Alright, now we'll come back and do all these battles. So Growlithe can... Are you a... You're a fight. I always think you just talked to this one. I always do this every time I go through here. I somehow make this mistake every time where I'm like, oh, I talked to this dude for something. I talked to this dude for a fight. It's always a fight. It's never not gonna be a fight. I don't know why I do this to myself. Better question, do we drop Mankey or Farfetch'd? We can drop Farfetch, actually. We don't need a bird now. I don't think we're gonna need a fly type right now. I can pass on having Farfetch in the squad. Oh, I just realized yeah, we can get Raichu, actually. Celadon department store is gonna go silly. Yeah, being able to just buy the stones in this game, insane. Like, you can just get all the stones. Like, you don't have to look for them or something or wait. Like, it's such a good part of the game, too, where massive, absolutely massive. Oh, give me the base 95. Give me the base 95 Thunderbolt. Oh my god. The rat has become the rattier. Oh, bro. Bro, oh, you shouldn't have. Oh my god, you shouldn't have. Alright. We're about to be a little nutty now. Oh, dude. A dream come true. Yeah, I have nothing holding me back from evolving this thing then. Oh, yeah, I'm just getting a Raichu. Could grind out Thunder if I really wanted to. I'm pretty sure this patch of grass is the same as the one outside. Oh my god, Team Rocket. Does that mean we have to fight Team Rocket? Oh boy, I'm so excited. Can you tell by my face? Can you tell by his face? Can you tell by his face? They're not. There's nothing here. There's not a thought behind these eyes. Oh wait, hold up. I'm probably just gonna sell the leak if worse comes to worse. So you're taking this stick. Another berry. Has it ever not been a berry? Like, I think every time I've got an item, it's been a berry. So we're gonna take our Growlithe. We're just holding Machop or Mankey right now, but it's low level. What's your moveset? I'm willing to just throw Machop on the party as a placeholder for now. Yeah, no, straight up. Higher level plus has fighting moves already. Sorry, Lois. We're throwing Machop on. Just have a higher level Pokemon to work with. Alright. Here's the forgotten members. Those who did not make it. Androwsy. Androwsy. Alright. So what is your moveset? Oh, he has Bite. It's like... Oh my god, I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted. I can just evolve him. And just have an Arcanine. Like... Hold up. Game Corner. Game Corner. Let me check what the TMs are there. To access the Game Corner, though, you need a coin case. Question is, where is the coin case in this game, right? That was my cut Pokemon. I guess Meowth is just the HMs. It's just my HM guy. Sure. I don't think we... Is there a point in this game we need to cut after this? I'm pretty sure we don't really need to cut. So... Where was I? Okay. Now, if you actually need it, it's one of these houses. Pokemon, no, it's a hotel. No. Okay, maybe not this one. One of these houses here, though, has the coin case. So if you want to gamble... Hehehe, the slot's just real in the... What is it? What is this? Chief, we just shipped to... Why are you telling me this? Sure, whatever. Is it... Oh, is it this guy? Go ahead, laugh. I'm flat out busted. No more slots for me. I'm going straight here. I won't be needing this anymore. So here's a recovering gambling addict giving us his... giving us his problems. And another thing that people are gonna want, if we go here, I want to say, and we talk to this lady, I want to say, you shouldn't spend all your money on drinks. Try this instead. The tea. The tea is the item that you give to the police officers to allow you to go through all the routes. So now, just to show what this does, we basically just opened up the whole fucking game. But if we go for this route, oh, that tea, it looks awfully tasty. Huh, I can have this drink. Gee, thanks. Glug. Gulp. Sure, sound effects. If you want to go to Saffron City, you can go on through. I'll share this tea with the other guards. And now we are no longer halted from going to any particular route. We can just go. A lot of people missed that the first time, and they're like, how do we get a Saffron? Now, if we go to the prize corner, we can get Pokemon. If we can get a Dratini, a Cypher, or a Porygon. I don't really want any of them. Here we can get some health items, which, yeah, a little dummy with those. And here we can get TMs. As you saw, we have Ice Beam, which I think that's a must. Iron Tail, Thunderbolt. Not... God, I hate how quickly the menu pops up. Shadow Ball. Oh, I could have just maxed out Flareon right now. No, we're not going back. We're committed to the Arcanine. So, yeah, we're doing the Arcanine. And lastly, the most important thing. This here is the Celadon department store. This has so many items. Oh my god. If you go to the second floor, oh, there's just more TMs. Nothing I inherently want. One of these guys is gonna... Oh, yeah, if you just want a Pokemon, you can always go here as well. There's one floor in particular that's gonna be very important to us. I really don't think it's here. How about I teach you a good move? Oh yeah, if you want to learn counter specifically. This one seems promising. There we go. Besides the item that breaks the game and the Pokédoll, which we don't really need, we can get a crap ton of evolution stones. So we're gonna need a Firestone. And a Thunderstone. Our team is going to go from 0 to 100 real quick now. So let's do that. First off, so much shit. First off, I think the rats gotta get a little rattier. Already has Thunderbolt. That's all I could ask for, honestly. So now, well, Raichu's a good decision right now because Pikachu inherently doesn't have that crazy of a learn set, nor Raichu. So it's kind of like just as long as you have Thunderbolt, honestly, you're set. So it's a good move. Growlithe, you don't want to evolve immediately. Most of its moves come from Growlithe. When you evolve to Arcanine, you lose a lot of move options, especially since there's no like move relearner in this game. But if you use TMs wisely and you grind out the game corner, you can build a pretty damn good Arcanine right now. That's what I'm gonna do. The main thing is Flamethrower, but since I've evolved it at a certain level, it will get extreme speed for free, which we can pick that. It also has Bite right now. I'll probably keep Bite, and then I don't know if it can learn Shadow Ball or something, but like we're gonna get a couple TMs, which means it's time for the best part of this game. The one reason to be playing these games over any other Pokemon game. And it's not for the Pokemon, it's not for the music, the sprites, it's for the goddamn casino, baby. This is what I'm fucking talking about. Rocket Game Corner. We're gonna need a lot of coins. Yeah, we're big spenders. Now we're gonna need Flamethrower. I'd also like Ice Beam, Iron Tail, and Shadow Ball. So that's everything but Thunderbolt. Oh boy, we're gonna be here. Oh fuck, they're expensive. Oh, we are gonna be here a while. Okay, we can skip on Ice Beam for now. How much is... Oh, Shadow Ball is already expensive. Which one's Flamethrower? Okay, so we're gonna need 85... Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm locked in. If there's one thing I can do, yeah. Let's do this shit. It's very simple how the rules work on the slots. You just gotta get 3 in a row of each kind. If you can get 777s, you get a ton of points, and that's like the goal. But the more you wager, as you see, I hit 1, my credit went down 1, but the blue light up, that is the only thing that will be counted for the slot machine in this game. If I do it again, all the orange lines now light up, and if I do green, it counts diagonals. So this is the best option, and in this game at least, since coins relatively pretty cheap and you can make them back pretty quickly, you wanted to go for the 3. That's fun. That would have been crazy. But this is typically what I do. I just mash and then just wait for something to happen. Technically, you can have like a strategy to it. You know, you don't have to just play recklessly and waste coins. Like you can, like, you know, try. But it's also really funny to just spin to win. So yeah, this is real yap session time. Like we got time to kill because we gotta... Oh fuck, that was close. But yeah, I've already done the grind in Pokemon LeafGreen for the Porygon, so I don't need to get max coins again. That took a while. That took a while. This honestly might be just a whole stream. There might be another stream of me just grinding for TMs now. Which... That tracks. That tracks. I might... Wow, I'm down a lot. Holy. If only I could get a 777. Like this one. But this one will... Again, there is technically a strategy to it, but I mean, I just don't fucking care. I'm not actually wasting my money. It's a game, and it's fully a game. This has 0 real-world currency implications or value, so we can just have fun. Oh yeah, triple R is also pretty good because it's 100. So either that, I would preferably 777. You want a jackpot. Anyone who's gambled knows they want jackpot. Can I show this on YouTube because it's gambling? I am playing Pokemon. Like, it's just part of the game. Like, I'm not even, like, doing anything inherently bad. It's not my fault the game has it. I need to unlock stuff, and it's locked behind this. I don't think that's my fault. It's not my fault that I want to learn Shadow Ball. This is my only option. This is definitely one of those, like, I could definitely, like, if I had streamer friends, if I had other people I could call right now, I'd, like, hit them up, be like, yo, what's good? I'm just gambling in Pokemon. Let's yap. Let's yap. That's all I can do right now. There's no content happening on the screen, like, deadass. Nothing is happening here. Whoever's watching this, like, don't get me wrong, entertaining. I love gambling. Don't take my advice, kids. But it's just funny, like, I could literally just sit here and yap. That's all I can do. This game is just, it's playing itself at this point. I'm pressing 2 buttons at all given times. Just mash down an A. Like, that's it. That's all I do. Okay, well, maybe mash down properly. Damn, when I did this in FireRed, I was getting super lucky. In LeafGreen, when I did this grinding for Porygon, it really only took like an hour. Mind you, I had already spent all my points getting like TMs and stuff. I didn't have a ton of coins. So I just got naturally really lucky. But I guess today's not that. Which, I mean, that's fine. Oh boy. God. Sorry. OBS yelling at me. YouTube yelling at me saying there's something wrong with the stream. I don't know what it is though. I just don't know. It's the 777 that kills me. It's like, it's right there. Maybe we wait a bit. You know, maybe we're just a little off cycle. You know, we hit this one, we're fine. We hit this one, we're fine. It's not gonna be a 7, but it's the fact that I got 2 doing that. God, you just wanna... Damn, I'm like down 100 now. Holy. We're not looking hot, guys. Can we reach above 1,000? God, the 7s kill me. Just a couple 7s, that's all I'm asking. Just a couple 7s, and then we'll be golden. 85 though. Oh fuck, we're gonna... Got it. Yeah, for the sake of 2 TMs, this is what we're doing. Man, that routine's looking real nice. Oh man, Dratini's looking so nice right now. It'd be a shame if I could get it. It's like, am I gonna... I'm like so curious. Will I get below 800 or will I be able to... Oh, that hurt. That one hurt. Oh. This is the redemption arc. This is the redemption arc. This is the redemption arc. Oh my god, you're killing me. We gotta at least get back to 1,000. Like, come on. I can't go out like this. Please. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Oh, it's so sad. Oh. That's what we're talking about. Jackpot, baby. Look at that. You thought I was on a down? You thought I wasn't making my money back? Look at this shit. Look at this. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, look at all the credit. Oh, my God. You can't do it like me. You simply can't do it like me. You can't do it like me either. Chud. Oh. The satisfaction I feel getting jackpot after like 20 minutes. Like, oh, just made back everything I lost and then some. It's beautiful. YouTube is still yelling at me. What do you want me to do about it? I'm just the guy playing the game. I'm just the guy gambling. It's not like... It's not my fault this game has gambling. I'm just the bearer of bad news. 23! We will take that. We had an... Yeah, if you can get combos... I'm so curious what the max payout is, because it's not actually the jackpot. Because if you can get combos... If anyone knows in the comments, I'd love to hear it. Or in the chat. Like, what is the highest possible payout? I want to say my highest was like... I had a few combos in a 777. I want to say mine was like roughly 400. But I'm not entirely certain what like the highest period is. I'm assuming like... Can you get all 5 lines? I'd assume so. I guess, like, if you got... Hold up. If you got 777 R's and then either the Pikachu or the Psyduck. But then you can't diagonal with those, can you? You can only get 3. Like, if you could mix and match and do, like, the cherries or something, I don't know, maybe? There's a vision, right? There's, like, I feel like there's something. There's no way it's just those 3. That just doesn't feel right. We take that. Oh no. We're below 12 now. Whatever will we do? If only I had another 777. Or a Magnemite. But this... Okay, another Magnemite. So what if we had that, but it was the 7s? Like this one. Alright. I mean, we're making our money back. Well, we've made our money back, actually. We surpassed that already. Big money, big money, big money! Ah. No, it's the rounds that I just get nothing. I'm like, oh. Awesome. Fun. I do appreciate the Clefables in the corners. They provide good entertainment. Constantly falling over. I don't even remember what they're happy at. Oh. I don't even remember what they look like when they're happy. It's been so long since I've felt that way. I see 3 7s, they're just not lined up. That's the problem. Heart of the cards. I'll take triple Psyduck, sure. Hold up. We can get to 12. We can get to 12. We can get 12 back. There's a timeline. Kills me. It was right there. It's like I always feel like it's like always one away. Where it's like if it spun a little longer, a little less, I would have had 777s. Is this not the dilemma all gamblers face? You know, most gamblers quit before they make it. Oh, I love spreading propaganda. I love spreading false news and propaganda. For anyone watching this, don't gamble. I'm only doing this because this is a video game. I'm not actually losing any money. It's a video game. Don't do this in real life. This is a national service announcement. Don't do this in real life. You can ruin so much. Your life, your family's lives, your friends' lives. Like, just don't do this. Don't waste away your money like this. You know, it's okay to gamble, but in small bursts. Be responsible. Life lesson. Anyway, big money, big money, big money. Gamblers fallacy be damned. We're doing this shit. Come on, I feel it. I can't go to bed without a 777. I can't go to sleep and rest without a 777. What is my chud son gonna do if I don't get a 777? What's he gonna do? Look at him. He doesn't have brains. He can't live unless I get a 777. He understands that. My chud son here understands what it means to get a jackpot, alright? I could take a R right now. I wouldn't mind that. Oh, but what if those 7s lined up, though? Hear me out. I think there's a vision. I think next stream tomorrow, I'm just gonna get like a crap ton of stuff ready to just yap about, because we're gonna be doing this for a while, it looks like. So I think we're gonna get some stuff ready. We're gonna yap. I have to. What else? What other content can I make right now? You know what? I think we're at the wrong spot. You know what I mean? See, we were just at the wrong one. See? Hold on. It was bad luck. It was a bad luck machine. Trust. It's all in the machine. It's all in the machine. No, I'm not fucking with this machine either. Hold up. First one. You walk in, you make it big. That's how it works. Okay. You saw the vision, though. You saw the vision. But yeah, can we float above 11? Can we float above 11 and make it to 12? I don't think so, but damn it, am I gonna try? GG's. We lost the 11. Slowly but surely getting back to our original number. Slowly but surely, we're crawling down back to 1,000. But it won't come to that. It won't come to that, because we're gonna reach 85. God, it gets worse every time I say it. At least Porygon, it's like, I feel like everyone just accepts it's like, it's bullshit, right? Like, it's just bullshit. There's no justifying that, but that's the point, right? But everything else, I feel bad grinding for it, because it's kind of like, I don't really need this. Like, Porygon's like for the decks, you know? Like, you gotta get it at some point. But here, maybe not. Come on. Look. I feel it. I feel it coming. I feel it happening. So I was picturing more of like a 7. But that's fine. That's fine. I like to think it's predetermined before I spin. Fate just chooses to troll me. Fate chooses to troll me with gambling. It's not 7. It's not 7. But we're back at 12. Can we get to 13? Can we get to 13 is the better question. God, if it's gonna take this long to get to 13, how the fuck am I gonna make it to 85? Like, oh, there's so much game left, and we're gonna... God, it's gonna be like 2 streams of this shit. Oh. Ah. Anyway, so casino percent. This is not looking like a good run for casino percent, considering we're on like 3 streams. But there was 0 time save throughout this entire playthrough so far. But like, I think there's a vision for casino percent. I think we can get. God, getting here and hitting 777 immediately is like the best possible run. But like, fucking, how do you do that? How do you do that? Come on, come on. I want one more, and then I think I'll end stream. God, it's the fact the double R's, they just line up. They line up every time. No, my chud son can't see me failing. He's already a failure as is. He doesn't need to see me failing. That was for you. Yep. Ah. It's the cheese. It's always the cheese that kills me. Like that. Why couldn't that side duck be replaced with a number? A reddish number with a very unique shape. When paired with the number 6, it makes me want to not be here. On this planet. Please, please, please. Please. If I beg enough, surely it'll work. It's really funny considering that for like the last like half hour before I got to the casino, I was talking about like romance, how much I love like a good romance story, just for me to sit here and gamble away all my savings in Pokemon. Truly the dichotomy of man. God, you want to give me 777 so bad. You want to give it to me so bad. And I understand. I understand. God, that's like... If I just hold A, does it? No. I was like, if I hold A, can I have it be... do all of them? But no. It's the fact that I manually have to input the wager button 3 times just to face an immediate disappointment right after. It's a damn shame Pokemon can't do this anymore. All I'm saying, trust, no one would be shitting on Legends EA at all, or the new changes, if you could also go to a casino. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. You're trying to tell me all of Lumiose and not a single spot to gamble? All right. Look, man. The French, they gotta gamble. Absolute cinema, beautiful masterpiece, 777. Look at that. Show me that 13. Can you get to 14? Oh, 14. How about 15? I promise I'm gonna end stream soon. I promise. It's just like, but like I know it. I feel it. Guys, I trust. I feel it. I can quit anytime. I can quit at any time, guys. Trust me. I can quit at any time. Surely this is. I just need a few more. I just need another hit. Guys, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna get the jackpot, and we're gonna be out of here. It won't take long, I promise. It's guys, it's fine. I don't need to be cut off. You don't need to stop me. It's fine, guys. Look, I'm a perfectly sane and normal person right now. One step forward, like 15 steps back every time I mess up. Oh. Alright, but like, what if? Damn. Got a 3-way. Come on. You wanna do it. All I'm saying is just take this footage, crop out everything so it's just the game, and like just make that like a background. Oh my god! Imagine, hold it's so stupid. So like, you know how like people make the like fireplace, and it's like you put like a background on TV or like an ocean or something. Can someone just take all of this footage and do that? Could you make the Pokemon Casino background, and it's just a video of just utter, and I mean utter failure and disappointment? Frankly, I'd have that shit going 24/7 because it'd be funny. it'd be very funny. Oh, I just realized I went below 14. Guys, I'm telling you, I never miss. First try. First try, never miss. Alright, so we gotta do this another, like, couple dozen or so. Can I buy more coins? Yeah, we're at 2,000 now, you know, just like 60,000 more. Oh, ooh, okay. It's rough out here. Can we get to 22? Can we get to 22? If I say it a third time, surely. I didn't say it that time, but if we can get to 22. What the fuck? What is this nonsense? Can we get to 22? Okay, I guess it stops working after like the 15th time of saying, can we get to 22? But surely it works this time when I say, can we get to 22? Okay. Alright, the bullshit's worn off. No, I will not be grinding this off camera. Unfortunately, it's too funny to me if I sit here and live stream me doing this for a whole stream. It is so much funnier than if I were to just do it off camera. What's the fun in that? What's the fun? Where's the content? Where's the funny? Where's the content? Where's the enjoyment, the interaction? The never-ending fear of people watching me fail and struggle on stream. Jesus, is this shit still telling me there's an error? Oh, no, it says it's fine. Why the fuck are you yelling at me? Surely it's not because of my problem, or lack thereof. I see no problem. Every gambler goes through the stages of grief all within one sitting every time, and it's truly the most immaculate experience. But it's also immaculate. It's 777. But y'all saw the vision. I would say it and it would happen. For example, 777. No, when the first one rolls and I don't see a 7, I've already stopped caring. I don't care what else could be on the screen. When I click the first one, oh, there's no 7. GG's. I don't fucking care. But like, if I do it and I see the 7, I'm like, buddy, we're in business. Cool, we got 2. Again, there apparently is a strategy to get 7 every time, but I don't know. There's no way it works, though, in this version at least. It's a slightly modified ROM. It's technically like an update patch has been put upon the original game. And really, it's a different experience. Technically speaking. I mean, the only real improvement I see is this in HD. Come on, you want me to be happy. You want me to be happy, don't you? Pokemon Company, do you hate me? Do you hate me, Pokemon Company? Do you not want me to smile and enjoy your games anymore? Do you not want my Chud son to have a Chud home? Because he can't unless I get 777. But the R's would have been cool, though. Z for Zets. Let's fucking go. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. Look at that number fly. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm so happy. Life is good again. It'll be even better when I do it again. Well, I was joking about that one, but this time it's gonna happen. Yeah, that was actually kind of close, but like this one wasn't, but this one will be. If I just stop thinking, if I stop thinking and start doing, and I start spinning, I spin to win. The casinos fear me. Fun fact, I'm canonically banned out of all known casinos in the world. This is real lore, by the way. Yeah, because I put them all out of bankruptcy. I didn't win. No, I just burned them all down, so apparently that's why. But who's keeping track? Oh, I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game. It needs to be studied, frankly. It needs to be studied. I mean, you can't do it like me. You can't do it like me. God, are we gonna get to 27? Maybe. This time for sure. I don't know. The last two digits don't matter to me anymore. It's all about the first two. I just need to see an 8 and a 5. I don't care what the last two are. But there was a... Oh my god. Are we gonna be at 30? We're gonna be at 30? Show me that. Rise! Oh, I love a jack. Oh, we're not... Hold up. Okay. We can get 30, though. We can still get 30. We don't even need a jackpot, but we can get one. I will not complain. You know what I mean? I will not. Never catch me complaining, but we can still get 30. Okay, we just need to get a little luckier, but we can get it. I love the number 7. There's so many fun things you can do with it. Like cry. Cry 7 times. And maybe you'll be blessed by Arceus himself to land a jackpot in Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen for the Nintendo Switch. Ah. Okay, so maybe 30's not in the cards. I don't think it's in the cards, guys. It's looking a little rough out here to reach 30. As high as my hopes will go, I don't see the vision. It's well, we might have had a little winning streak, but you know, $2 is $2. We need a little more. Listen, I just want to cash out. I just want to cash out. Gambling is truly about the journey and not the destination. Oh, true that brain. True that brain. Sometimes I think of funny stuff, and then I say it, and I'm like, that was funny. And fuck, that's comedy if I've ever seen it. That's like actually like just the definition. Like that's, you thought of something, you said it, you gotta chuckle. Cinema. Fade to black. When I see 3 sevens, I see my eyes glow. Mr. Crab and Tom Nook, alright. Alright, kids. Like, I mean, we haven't dropped below 29 once we reached it, so that's nice. I'd like to reach 30. Like, the currency, like the credit-wise 30, I don't... If I reach it in real life... Dude, it's like, man, I'd love to reach that in real life too, but like, no promise. It's awful. Oh, that's so awful. I take that back, I'm sorry. I won't take it back if I don't get a triple. Please. Don't go below 20. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Oh. Oh, it never ends. I feel it. Oh, you were almost as near and dear to my heart as the day I lost you. Oh, great 29. Chat, it's not looking good for us. I can't cash out now. There's so so much left to do. I must spin to win. 17. We can reach 29. It's in our sights. I love how I'm talking about going to 30 just to go all the way back down. If that ain't the life of a gambler, I don't know what is. Imagine in the time between today and the stream tomorrow, I learned the trick, if it works or exists, on how to always win jackpot in Pokemon. And then I walk out of here like a fucking Chad tomorrow. First 5 minutes of stream, I just hit 777s for like 10 minutes straight. First 5 minutes of stream and then 10 minutes. Look, I didn't say my brain was working at this time, alright? 8 o'clock is like my brain's cutoff point. Anything after that, fucking don't take me seriously. After 8 o'clock, everything I say should be held against me in the court of law. That's, listen, all I'm saying is, like, if a crime gets committed, it's gonna be after 8 o'clock. That crime is gonna be destroying casino property for not getting my... You love the sound of me waging? Yeah, fine. Fuck it, yeah, fine. Magic, I tell you. It's so tragic. Not even a 19 can make me feel better. What could make me feel better is a string of 3 sevens, preferably in a horizontal or diagonal setting. Those would look gorgeous right now. It works every time. You just give up hope and life gives you lemons. Look at that. Alright. As funny as that is, I am very tired. So, a bit shorter than yesterday's stream, but tomorrow's Friday, so we'll probably have more fun. And we're not playing this tomorrow. We're playing Pokopia. But I'll be back next week with FireRed. And I hope to see you guys for Pokopia tomorrow. All that being said, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'm very excited to continue streaming. And I look forward to doing more games that are Pokemon. I didn't realize this until I was doing the schedule. I was like, oh, the only thing I have to stream is Pokemon right now. Where, yeah, all right, sure. But yeah, thank you again all so much for watching. I would stream the new Yoshi game if I had it. This is where it'd go if I had it. Because I am excited to play that, but I don't know if I'll play that on or off stream. That definitely feels like a stream kind of game, because I don't think it'll be too exciting off stream, gonna be honest. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Remember to stay true to yourselves. Have a lovely morning, afternoon, day, good night, whatever the case, whatever time zone, whenever you're watching this. And I love you guys. Bye. Gotta hold on. I love you guys. Bye. Okay, now we move to the ending screen this time for real. There we go.